age of Aquarius, the third lecture. This lecture is devoted to the understanding of the roles of the diseases in our lives. You must understand that the roles of the diseases in our lives are really important. You may ask why the diseases play so important role in our lives. Because the diseases are the stimulants of our development. They stimulate our development. When we ill, we try to cure our organism and we try to recover. So we use different methods of curing or treatment. So we train our inside possibilities of treatment or curing. So it's really important when you sick or ill, use your own forces, use your subconsciousness to cure your organism. That's why in the case when you use your subconsciousness for curing different diseases, then you develop, then you progress. And it's really important because this progress is really strong, because if we can cure our organism, we can influence different processes in our organism, different processes that are in our chakras, in our energetic body, so we can regulate the energetic balance of our organs and our systems of organs. So there are 3 points why the diseases are really important in our life, why the diseases are entered in our program of life by the host mind. The first point is that we must be able to fight with our diseases. So the first point means that the diseases are the stimulation, the stimulators of our development, of our progress. They stimulate our inside possibilities, our inside might, our inside power that we can use for curing. So point B is the point meaning the necessity of illnesses as a progressive elements, because illnesses are really progressive elements. What does the progressive element mean? Progressive element is the element that makes our life and our inside and outside world to progress. So when we cure our illnesses, we progress, we develop. So it's really important to be able to cure your illnesses, and that's why the illnesses are included, are entered in our program of development, in our program of life. Point B. The diseases are used for reworking, for curing our chemical problems. What does the chemical problems mean? Chemical problems or chemical duties are the duties that were got by us in the past lives and that influence our present life, because we haven't cured, we haven't got rid of from this bad actions that we did in past lives. So we have karma that is reflected in our soul and in our energetic bodies and in our chakras. So the diseases is the simplest way to execute or to finish our chemical obligations. Chemical obligation is the obligation that must be executed by you for finishing your karma, for finishing your past karma. So when all chemical obligations are executed, your karma are become finished. So it's really important to finish your karma and to execute your chemical obligations. So the second point, point B, is that our diseases are making us to execute our chemical obligations and to finish our past karma. The third point, or point C, is that our illnesses, for instance, the illnesses of our brain, can be preceding to the development of our extrasensory abilities and possibilities, because for executing such extrasensory abilities telepathy, we must constantly and fully change our sixth chakra. So when our sixth chakra is finishing, or we open our third eye, as it called in the esoterical literature, esoterical treatises, our brain is changing too, so we can got some illnesses, we can got even stroke, bleeding in our brain, because it's very difficult to open our third eye. And when we open it, there is a real pressure on our brain. This new energy press our brain, press our eyes, so it's really difficult. It's really difficult to open the third eye and to change our Ajna chakra for telepathical or telekinetical possibilities. And when, for instance, we use our pranic, we can feel some pain in our heart, because when we become pranic eaters, when we start practicing pranic nourishment, we change our heart chakra fully, so we can feel some pain in our heart when we change our heart chakra, when we completed it with new might and powerful energy for feeding us, for nourishing us. So the third point why our diseases are so important is that our diseases are preceding part of our extrasensory possibilities. They reflect the changes in our chakras, in our energetic bodies, that are reflected, that are transmitted to our physical body. And you must also understand that now some people can feel a lot of pain that couldn't be explained, because now we make a great transition into new era of Aquarius. That's why I have called my lections Age of Aquarius, because now it's era of Aquarius, so I must transmit new information that is devoted to era of Aquarius. So my series of lectures were called Age of Aquarius. I have explained to you why I have chosen this name for my lectures. There are So I have called you 3 points why our diseases are really important and why they are entered in our program of life by the human mind. Why program of life is the program that we execute during our life. When we live, we every day execute some program. Program is a set of actions that we do, a set of thoughts that we do, a set of feels that we feel. So the programs are entered into our lives by the human mind. So the diseases are the part of program that are entered in our lives for making the 3 points that I've called you possible. Possible. They stimulate us. They make us make us become extrasensory individuals. Um, they help us to finish our chemical obligations. So the diseases are really helpful for us. I also and now I want to tell you about the connection between our diseases and our organs problem, our body's problem. When our seventh chakra, crown chakra, suffers, or when our sixth chakra suffers, we can have some diseases of our brain or of our eyes. The bad sight, the stroke, the Parkinson disease, the sclerosis or something like that, because our chakras, our balance of energy is destroyed, is damaged. When there is problems with our fifth chakra, throat chakra, we can have problems with our throat or with the lower part, with the upper part of our bronchs, upper bronchitis, as it is called in medicine. When we have problems with our fourth chakra, heart chakra, there can be problems with our heart, with our lungs, with our lowest part of bronchs, lower bronchitis. When we have problems with our third chakra, we can have problems with our stomach, with our liver, with our kidneys. When we have problems with our second chakra, we can have problems with our sexual sphere of life. Um, with, with, and when we have problems with our first chakra, we can have problems with our legs, uh, with our lowest part of our spine, uh, the brain that manages our legs, the problems with our thigh bones. So all chakras are really important for our lives, and we must develop them. So we must use a lot of exercises that can return our balance, that can improve the balance of energies in our organism. These exercises are called breathing exercises, yoga or something like that. So we must improve the exchanges of energies in our organism and we must balance them. So this lecture has come to its end. Thank you for attention. Goodbye. See you soon.